The next guest on Midlands Masala tonight has worked in the movies. He's worked on Bollywood film soundtracks. He is very much though a British Asian music producer and always will be. And has been part of the industry for a long time. You may actually call him and his brothers amongst pioneers in the world of Bhangra, because they formed the Sahotas when I was little and I grew up listening to. Mukhtar Sahota, I'm talking about, is on the line right now to tell us about his latest single. Wolverhampton born and raised, Mukhtar Sahota has been working on Jhanjran recently with Surjit Khan. It's just come out. He's on the line now. Mukhtar, good evening to you.
Good evening, Gagan.
Hey there, how's it going?
Thanks for having me on the show.
No problem at all. Absolute pleasure. Welcome to Midlands Masala on your local BBC radio station, Wolverhampton boy. How's life, Mukhtar? How's everything?
Great, yeah. Life's going well.
Good. I was just saying you've done lots of Bollywood work. You've released many here in the UK as well, singles and albums and what have you. What's keeping you most busy right now? What's it? I mean, we'll talk about Jhanjran in a moment or two. But what are you doing now?
At the moment, I've got about 3-4 singles on the go at the moment with some newcomers coming out of Punjab.
Okay.
I mean, a lot of people have been requesting and sending me messages and saying, when are you going to sort of launch some new faces and some new acts and stuff? So I've been busy with that for the last couple of months now. So just finishing off a few of the projects and getting into the video stage. So that's where I'm at the moment.
Brilliant. And Jhanjran's already released, doesn't it? Just a week ago, I think? Just over a week or so ago?
Yeah, it has been, yes.
Tell me all about it. Tell me about Jhanjran.
Yeah, Jhanjran, this is the first time I'm working with Surjit Khan. I released a single with him about a month ago called Dil Di Kitab.
Oh, yeah.
And this is the second one. And the way this one came about was, I had a demo version of Jhanjran that I had done sort of about a year ago, and I just never got the right vocalist to sort of like pull it off. And I sent it to Surjit, and I said, "Look, have a listen to this song and tell me what your thoughts are."
Yeah.
And he absolutely loved it from the minute he heard it, and he says, "Yeah, I definitely want to do it." So he went to the recording studio, and I think his performance on the song was just absolutely fantastic. And I think it worked, with the music as well, because sometimes you have something in mind and then, you just don't get the right vocal on it. It doesn't kind of work. So, but I think he kind of hit the nail on the head.
He's a good vocalist, he is. Tell me about the video that goes with it as well.
Yeah, the video, is shot by a director called Sahib, Sekhon, who's doing quite a lot of my work at the moment. So, he came up with the concept and the storyline and everything. And, I think he's done a fantastic job, because you know what it is when I sit with the audio for such a long time, and sometimes you have certain visions and certain visuals in your head, how the video is going to come across, and I think it's very important to kind of for it to work with the music as well. So I think he did a pretty good job there.
Yeah, good stuff. These days, of course, and in the introduction, not being funny or anything, I think me and you were of a certain age, but you've been in the business for quite a long time. What were the Sahotas all those years ago, and then so many albums and singles that you've released as yourself, Mukhtar, and then Bollywood, and all sorts. How's it all changed for you over the years? How different is it releasing a single today in 2017 compared to like 20 years ago?
Yeah, it's a lot different now, especially with the internet, the social networking, YouTube, all that kind of stuff that's happening nowadays. And we don't have CDs. There's nothing physical anymore. It's all sort of downloads and stuff. It's changed drastically. I think music is not so much appreciated today than it was back in the day. We spent a year working on an album, and it would come out every year or every 2 years, and people waited for it and they appreciated it. When the CD would hit the shops, and all that sort of vibe is just totally gone. Nowadays I think it's so fast moving. You release a single, people listen to it probably for about a week or two, and then you've got so much music. I think it's all about quantity these days, more so than quality. And a lot of people sort of are moving so fast onto the next release, and stuff. So I think it's kind of losing that, the essence of what we used to have back in the day, and I think that's the main change that I see in today's music.
Well, I wish you all the best with Jhanjran. One more thing before you go. That's, change in the British Asian industry and releasing a single now compared to 20 years ago. Something else has changed over that time is the Punjabi film industry. Now, you've been working quite a lot in Punjabi movies. Is that something you'll do more of?
Yes, of course. I mean, I've completed 2 soundtracks for two different films, which are going to be released next year. I've done a Bollywood one as well, called Raja Abrodia, that I've just finished as well. So, there's about 3-4 films in the pipeline for next year.
Oh, hey, good stuff.
Judge James Bond. I think they're going to announce that. Well, I'm announcing it on your show exclusively, I suppose now, which is going to be released next year as well. So that's going to start shooting by the end of this year.
Wow, that's brilliant! You really have got your fingers in many pies, as they say.
Yeah, I think you have to. Yeah, I mean, I've been in the game for a long time, and I suppose I'm not getting any younger, so
nice,
as much work as I can do.
Loving it. Yeah, absolutely. Too right. Absolutely loving it. So more Bollywood stuff to look forward to, Punjabi soundtracks, more releases, and British Asian releases here in the UK as well. Love it.
Of course.
Thank you so much, Mukhtar, for joining us tonight.
Thanks for having me on your show.
It's been great talking with you, and hopefully we will speak again soon when your other releases come out.
I'm sure we will do.
All right. Before you go, you're on social media yourself, right? How can we get hold of you?
Yeah, I mean, just the usual: Facebook, Twitter, all the normal.
Yeah, Mukhtar Sahota, and then it'll be simple, won't it? You'll just
the normal / Mukhtar Sahota. I think
great stuff.
Majority of them, yeah.
All right, Mukhtar, have a great rest of Sunday.
Okay.
Cheers. Thank you very much indeed. So, Jhanjran is the latest release. Mukhtar Sahota coming together with Surjit Khan for it. Now, you'd think that after a conversation like that, I'd play it, right? Wrong. You may have noticed, or hopefully you haven't, there have been a few technical issues in the background here, and I'm going to tell you about one of the technical issues right now. I was hoping to play Jhanjran, but I can't transfer it into our digital system. There you go. Does that make any sense to you? Because I don't really know what I'm talking about myself. But these days, it's not as simple as just getting hold of a CD and pressing play. Oh, no. The world has changed an awful lot. So, I can't at the moment get it to play, basically. Mukhtar Sahota's new single, but I can get his old stuff to play, like this one. So what we're going to do is we'll keep trying to make Jhanjran, Mukhtar Sahota's latest single that he's just been telling us about, work. Meantime, we'll play his other great songs, right? It's all right, isn't it? This is when he came together with Arif Lahar, Jugni. Arif Luhad on the vocals, produced by Mukhtar Sahota, who we were just hearing from. British Asian music director, and his latest release is called Jhanjran, to pronounce it correctly, spelled Jhanjran, Jhanjran. Surjit Khan on the vocals for that one, released just a week and a bit ago.